can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open. Big tripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. Don't forget to scan my QR code and follow me on all social media platforms. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like all. Welcome to my channel. I was involved of a motorcycle accident. All I can say is God woke me up. I'm alive, I'm breathing, and I'm grateful to be here. I did get some cuts, bruises, and some fractures. But anyways, welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button because I will be making more upcoming videos about this situation. If you have any questions, please let me know. But please do not be judgmental. Just be supportive. That's all I ask. Anyways, let's hop right into it. Good morning, y'all. Well, I should say good afternoon. So, I haven't been online for about a couple of days. Because a couple of days I was involved of an accident on my motorcycle. And it wasn't my fault and it wasn't no one else's fault. It was something that just happened. There was traffic and I was doing 35 miles an hour. And you know, when cars step on their brakes or they slam on their brakes, the car ahead of me, their stop lights wasn't working, but all the other cars in front of that car was. And I was paying attention to all the other cars. So when I seen the other cars slam on their brakes and the car in front of me didn't, then I was like, okay, but it happened so fast, so fast. I fractured my collarbone and my rib. I am wearing a brace at the moment. I still want to ride, yes, because I found something that I truly love. I do got some scrapes and shit all over my body. Things like that happen. And you just got to be mindful when you're riding. It's not like a car. You have to ride approximately 3 seconds behind another vehicle. I guess it all depends how fast you're riding. So I was going 35 miles an hour. And I got so used to braking with my hand instead of my foot. And you were supposed to be braking with your foot instead of your hand. So if you brake with your hand, it's 30%. If you brake with your foot, it's 70%. So that 70% is going to save you so much faster than your hand. Because if you brake with your hand and you're going at a fast pace, you're really going to flip over. That's how I skidded. So to brake with your foot is way more better because you'll get a 70% stop and it's more safe. If I would have braked with my foot, I would have never wrecked. It was nobody's fault. Not another car, not mine. Well, I want to say it was probably my fault because if I would have braked with my foot, then I wouldn't have wrecked. But like I said, I didn't hit a car didn't hit me. The only thing that hit a car was my shoulder and my head, but luckily I had a helmet. When you're riding, it's so important for you to stay away from other cars. Just in case that type of stuff does happen, it gives you enough time to react and slam on your brakes. I slammed on the brake, on my hand brake. It made me skid. So it made my front wheel like wet, slippery ground. And I lost control of the wheel. And when that happened, I pulled my clutch and slammed on the brake. The wheel just was like slippery. So I lost control because I panicked. But if I would have slammed on my back brake, it would have been steady. So it's very important that you use your back brake. I don't know why I got so used to riding with my front, but these are things to, you know, keep your mind mindful and to be more cautious about. You know, I'm a new rider, so I'm learning these things. And, you know, like I said, it's nobody's fault, but we go through things and that teaches us lessons. It doesn't mean, oh, you shouldn't ride again. This is what I love to do. I love riding. I'm a new rider and I finally found something that I could enjoy my life with, you know, and I love it. But anyways, when I lost control, I just skidded on my left-hand side. Me slamming on the handbrakes, it made my bars swerve a little bit and I lost control, and that's what made me slid. As you can see, I got 2 or 3 slight scratches. The metal on my handlebar was a little scratched, but nothing happened to it, meaning it's not damaged, it's just scratched. What saved my bike is I had the frame sliders put on my bike, so in case my bike falls, it will save my bike from getting damaged as it did. It's still safe, it's still rideable, and I'm ready to ride, but I just gotta heal. You just gotta be careful. Luckily for my helmet, because the back of my head did hit the tire behind me. My husband was with me and 2 of our friends. So the only thing that happened to my helmet was these couple of scrapes on the sides, and the visor got scraped. I had a motorcycle professional look at the helmet inside and out. He took out all the padding, and he says there's no reason why you need to buy another helmet. He said it literally didn't get banged up, it just got scratches on it. He said, but if you wanted to change it out, you can. But this is an $800 helmet, guys. I'm not trying to spend another $800. I don't got that type of money. Plus, I really didn't hit my head. It's just scratches. And I'm going to ride this motorcycle hat with pride. I really am. And my husband always rides behind me for the fact that he could watch me. And he just likes to be behind me because he just feels more secure. That way people don't, ride behind my ass. And oh my God, he freaked out so bad. The one person that I did feel sorry for was my husband, because the look on my husband's face when I hit the ground, it was like straight fear. He felt so helpless. Just this afternoon, because he works graveyard shifts, he comes downstairs and he sat down, and 5 seconds he started saying, life is so short. And he says, what do they say? You don't know what you have until you lost it. And tears just started falling down his face. He was like, I just felt so helpless. And he says, just being thrown around like that and being not coherent make me feel weak. That's why I say don't spend your time on arguments. Don't spend your time on just accusing one another or treating each other like shit. Because in a split of a second, your life could be done, gone. One moment you can be there with your significant other, and the next it could be done, gone. So this is why me and my husband don't argue. We don't argue at all. We don't argue because of the relationship builds stronger. Communication is key. Communicating between one another is healthy for a relationship. You will feel more happy, more joy, more at peace. And when something's bothering you, voice it. Don't shade around the corner and never be open. Closed mouths don't get fed. So if you don't voice how you feel or what you're feeling or what your thoughts are, your significant other can't read your mind, so they'll never know. So this is why I talk a lot about relationships on my podcast and how to deal with communication, because a lot of people lose that in their relationships, and you start losing respect for one another. When you guys get tired of the relationship, or where there's becomes too much arguments, you look elsewhere for something different, something else. You think you're going to get something better, but in all reality, you don't get something better. You get something worse. In the moment, it might be fun, but later on in that time, you don't think your new person is going to fuck you right over, just like they did to their significant other, because it does happen. And when it happens, it might be too late. By then, you guys have grown apart. You've lost respect for one another. You've lost attention for one another. So you either try to communicate and work it out, or communicate and go your separate ways. But don't go try to link up with somebody else or go get attention from another person. Don't string each other along and try to drag the shit out. Either communicate about it and try to work shit out, or communicate and go your separate ways. Make a decision that both of you agree on and just go your separate ways. There's always going to be that one that tries to hold on to a relationship and the other partner is just not feeling it. But you have to respect one another. Life is so short and you don't want to live with regrets. But anyways, I'm getting off track. So when the accident happened, my husband turned pure white. He looked so scared, helpless, confused, pissed, all at the same time, because he's looking at his wife being like a rag doll. He just felt so helpless. Not only that, we were communicating with each other, laughing and just having a good conversation, and a split of the moment, shit happened just like that. So quick. It happened out of nowhere. He kept saying, oh my God, baby, are you okay? Are you okay? Look at me. Are you okay? He didn't want to move me. He didn't want to touch me because he just felt so helpless, like he didn't know. Poor my baby. I just feel so bad. Just the thought of what he was thinking in that moment. He says, I want you to know I love you so much. He says, when we go in this world, I want to go before you because I can't live without you. And I was like, don't talk like that. And he goes, I'm serious. I can't live without you. I can't go on with life without you. And he's just always trying to protect me. And he protects my son and my parents and his parents. He's such a good man. I love him so, so much. Baby, I love you so much. I appreciate you being there for us. I appreciate God putting you and I in front of each other's paths, because this was definitely meant to be. Our love was meant to be, for sure. Yeah, you don't know what you have until you lose it. I know what I have, and that's why I cherish what I have. I respect what I have. I love what I have. I love my life. And I will continue to grow old with a cane, riding my motorcycle, yes, with my husband, yes. This was God's plan, not mine, not my husband's. He's so good to me. So good. I felt like I lost cautious a little bit because all I wanted to do was like lay down and go to sleep. That's all I wanted to do. I was so goddamn tired, like really tired. And I haven't really opened up to my mom about it because she's a mother and she worries so damn bad. And I get it because I'm a mother as well. And it'll scare her. So like I haven't really been telling her everything. So Mama, I know you're gonna see this and I'm sorry that I haven't told you everything, but I just do it to protect you in your heart. I'm feeling good. As you can see, I'm up. I got my lashes on. I got lipstick on. I don't got no makeup on, but it is what it is. Like in pajamas. I'm wearing a brace, like I said, or a splint. And yeah, my son and my husband's been taking care of me. I'm so grateful for my husband that was there, because if he wasn't there, I would have been there all by myself. When I slid, all I heard was, oh my God, which was my husband. And then I heard some lady that jumped out of the car that was in front of me that I like, I don't know if when I slammed on the brakes, I slid, but I didn't slid into nobody. But when my body hopped off the bike, it ran in, my head ran into the tire. Like I said, we were not speeding. We were rolling at the limit. But everything happened so fast. And my husband was so scared. Like the look on his face, it was like white. And he was like, I just thought something really, really bad happened. And he didn't know what to do. He was on his bike and he jumped off immediately. And my two friends grabbed my bike and put it on the side of the road. And all I remember is some lady telling me, look at me, look at me. Are you okay? Can you see me? She wanted to make sure that I was coherent, which I was. Like for a split second when it first happened, it was like maybe 3 to 5 seconds where I didn't really remember. And I was like, when I was coherent, I was like, what the fuck just happened, you know? And all I said was, where's my bike? Where's my bike? Is my bike okay? Oh, because in that moment, your adrenaline is like rushing through the fucking sky. And I got up. Like I laid on my husband because he was behind me, and I laid on him. And then like I got up, and he was like, baby, baby, please, please, are you okay? Just look at me, please. Like he was so scared. I got up and like stood up. I grabbed my helmet and I walked on the sidewalk. And people were like pulling over and stuff. And then I heard the ambulance come in, and I was like, honey, I don't want to go with the ambulance. Just take me to the emergency room. So the ambulance were getting close, and my husband was fucking procrastinating. We didn't make it there too fast, but you know, the ambulance pulled up, the cops pulled up, fire department pulled up. I told my husband, I'll just go with them because I'm safe with them, because if something happens, you know. When they pulled up, they didn't even know who was in the accident because I was walking so damn good. And thank God for my hat, my helmet. My husband bought me a helmet that costed $800 that day. And we were at a bike meet and we were coming home. So that helmet saved the fuck out of me. Nothing happened to the helmet except there was some scrapes on the face part. That's it. That's all that happened to that helmet. And I was just like, oh my God, that fucking helmet saved me. It's very important to wear any type of gear. It's very important. Like I said, you know, it wasn't nobody's fault. But when you're riding on a bike, you got to stay away at least 2 cars behind. Don't get too close. Don't speed. Just be safe when you're riding. I'm not allowing this to scare me because I really found something that I truly, truly love. You know, I was addicted to pain medications before 2004. I smoked crack cocaine. Like, I've done the most. And riding has been an outlet for me of feeling free, just feeling happy. So I don't want people coming on here saying, oh, you shouldn't ride, da da da. I respect your comment and I appreciate your concern, but just please support me through these days. I don't need the negativity. I had a hard life growing up, just put it that way. And I got through it. You know, I went to prison. I did coke. I had a overdose of pain pills. Like, I've done a lot of shit in my life, and writing has just been like a sense of freedom to me. And it's something that I want to get back on. Like, this didn't scare me. It made me way more mindful, and it made me to be more careful. And I thank God that God was with me, because it could have been a whole lot worse. But I'm doing great. I feel great. I'm healthy. I'm breathing. And I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know what's going on. Hey, don't forget to follow me on my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to follow me. It's Tea of My Life. Anyways, with that being said, have a blessed day. Bye. Be safe.